Okay, finally, you, Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer and his special counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor, don't finally react to the ruling by the High Court being presided by Justice Binta Nyako. He said that ruling, say it is unacceptable. Say now why you? Because despite all the quotations that Nnamdi Kanu gave live in court, to show them that he knows what is going on. He knows the constitution of Nigeria. They don't still agree. Binta Nyako, what is going on? You know all these quotations. You know that you people cannot try it. Okay, let's remove the quotation that Nnamdi Kanu gave them from their own constitution. No, let's keep it aside. What about that ruling from the appeal court, which is the appellate court, that this man should be discharged and acquitted? In fact, that he has been discharged and acquitted. That he should start going to his father's and mother's house, jejely. And that no other court should try him. What about that very ruling, that statement? Where is it? Even the court in Abia State has ruled that Nnamdi Kanu should be paid certain billions of naira as compensation for the illegal, extraordinary rendition and the invasion of his home in Ibeku, Afaruku Kingdom in Umuahia, Abia State. What about these things? A court has also ruled that 3 apologies should be rendered to Nnamdi Kanu in 3 different newspapers of Nigeria. What about those things? But yet, these people cannot do the rightful thing other than to be delaying case every day. For 3 years now, we don't do on top one matter. Una the adjourna. Una jota go soon full. Una no go see where una go write adjournment again. I know say na where una dey wait now for 3 years. Una dey write adjourn. Una data. Even if una carry computer to record this man's case, una computer you go burn. Because he say enough is enough, in short. Make una hear Barrister Aloy Ejimakor's reaction swiftly after the court case. He said that he never see something like this before since they don't practice law. Now watch this.
Yes. Let it carry on. The judge just denied your client's bill again.
Yeah, she did. She denied, in point of her, she denied 2 applications. One is to restore his bail, and the other one is an alternative application. If you won't restore his bail, then transfer him to home detention. These 2 applications were geared towards providing the environment for him to get a fair trial. Unfortunately, the court was not in sync with us. But it's very, very important to stress this point, that what got us this far, what led to all these problems, is the refusal of the court to obey or implement, for want of a better word, to implement the ruling of the Supreme Court that Nnamdi Kanu never jumped bail, that he was driven into exile by the actions of the prosecution, and therefore the ruling by the court that he jumped bail shouldn't have been made. So, ordinarily, we expected that this court would have just followed suit by restoring his bail, but it didn't happen. So now the court that's not what the Supreme Court said. So we're going to look at that. We're going to go home as a legal team and ruminate over this and come out with a legal response to this anomaly. The court made some order that he felt is in our favor, but really it's not in our favor. He made modifications in the conditions of the detention at the DSS. If you recall, they used to take documents from us. They used to listen in because they bugged the place and everything. She made an order that the room should be changed and all that. But I think this is pyrrhic and that we should take note. This is pyrrhic. It's not enough to guarantee that Nnamdi Kanu will get a fair trial. So in the next few weeks or days or whatever, before the next adjourned date, you hear from the legal team as to our next course of action. My other colleagues would like to say a few words as well. Thank you.
Okay, we had another kind of ruling today, which the ordinary person on the street might think that a favor had been done to us. But it's still the same thing. It's just the other side of the coin. that was tossed. We are still going to remain in the premises and facilities of the DSS. You know, this issue of bugging is a very critical and technical thing. And we know that the Nigerian DSS is about the most sophisticated secret police in the whole of Africa. And they have a lot of equipment. The walls, inside the bricks of their building has chips, microphones, cameras, inside the walls of their building. So there is no how the court has made it that they should give us a clean room. Who determines the cleanness of the room? Who determines the positions of the box? So the thing, provided it's still inside the DSS premises, it's still there. Those boxes will always be there. These things have been built long before now. You know, and these are structures and boxes that have been planted many years. They can't break the walls of the houses, of their rooms, to remove those boxes. Now let me tell us something. Recently, they moved us to the office of the assistant director that they call ADOS. Now, in that place is somebody's office, all manner of equipment. There are so many things. So how do you even determine that the place does not have a bug? A room filled with property, chairs, television, gadgets, cameras. How do you determine what is functioning and what is not functioning? So it's like giving us a banana with one hand and then collecting it with the other hand. So there is nothing new, nothing has changed. Provided you are in the premises of the State Security Service of Nigeria, nothing has changed. A place where you can say it's not bugged is the Nigerian prison. You can be sure that in the Nigerian prison, nothing is bugged. And now, the witnesses that they are going to bring are those who are working in the DSS. So those witnesses will sit in the other room and listen to our questioning and answer session with our clients. Then at the end of the day, when you now bring the witness to court, they already know what we are going to ask. They already know the answers to everything. So justice should not only be done, but should be seen to be done. Now, if you took us to the Nigerian prison, we believe that the Nigerian prison does not have special interest in this matter, as the DSS has. The DSS have 101% interest. Now, if you take us to the prison people know that their function is to keep this man. They are not coming to testify. They're not coming.
I personally believe that now is the time for Nigeria to begin to bind the wounds of division. So I am therefore using this opportunity to appeal to our president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, to address some certain mistakes and missteps of the past and begin to redirect our nation to path of national reconciliation. And one way our president can do this is to look anew at the case of Nnamdi Kanu and immediately consider the prospects of political solution to his situation. If the president does this, our president would have put his hands in the arc of history and begin to bend that arc towards the hope for a better Nigeria that is anchored on justice, equity, fairness, peace, security, and economic stability. So long as this matter drags on, the wounds of division will continue to last. And that is not what this country needs now. What we need now more than anything else is peace and unity. What I'm asking the president to do is to consider the prospects of political solution to the situation. That is by way of out-of-court solution to this problem. This is a political matter that ought to have been dealt politically by exploring political solutions. That is our call to the president and, by extension, the federal government of Nigeria. My name is Captain Bish Johnson, U.S. Army retired.
All right, I believe so. And I don't see how the whole matter take be. Mr. Johnson, that man that spoke last, thank you very much for also at least adding your voice to the call for the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. In any ways, we are looking for his freedom. Make sure I get freedom, because that will give. Because when we they talk these things, some of us go say, oh, I even they see comment like, oh, make it remain there until they declare Biafra. I don't know. Some people have gone nuts. Some people have gone nuts. Some people are even telling me, oh, why are you? I thought you are no longer talking about Biafra. No, that is not the meaning. What we mean is that we're no longer talking about criminals. We're no longer talking about criminality. We're no longer talking about scammers, deceivers, people will be saying they lie up and down, propagandists, deceivers, people will be saying they go carry you go where you don't know. We're no longer talking about them. We're talking about reality. Anything where I see say. So those of us we feel like saying now your papa now him be the only Biafran. You in fact man no talk sha. Make they shall release this man. Make it they go in papa and mama house. This nonsense is too much. Despite glaring truth, when everybody they see, they still they hold this man. If I come back again, say una hold this man. In fact, na bido shake and I go take enter court. Una go here and wait for there. Go another news.